The PS5 has been with us for a year now. Despite it being a lot bigger than previous generation consoles, I still think it looks pretty good. Thing is though, I'm not a massive fan of the white colour scheme, and I've been umming and ahhing whether or not to change anything over the last 12 months. Well, it's me, isn't it? Of course I'm gonna. I preferred the matte black look that we all got used to on the PS2, PS3 Slim and PS4, so in this video I'm going to take you through all of the different modifications you can do to your PS5, do a couple of them myself, and more importantly, tell you where to go and buy the bits that you need. Let's get into it. As you can see here then, I've got a selection of parts to throw together, and it really does depend on what your budget is and what you want the outcome to be. Personally, I just want the plates on the side of the PS5 to be black and have a matching black controller. I have kind of cheated because I went out and bought an official black Dualsense controller which wasn't available at launch, but luckily there are other alternatives to spending £60 just to change the colour of your controller, and I'll take you through all of those in a minute. First off though, I'm going to run you through all of the options you have with the actual console itself. You can either paint the white faceplates that come with your PS5, wrap them in either a material that you already have, or you can buy vinyl which is pre-cut to size, or you can do as I have and buy a brand new set of black plastic faceplates to swap out with the originals. I chose this method because I'm not very good at painting and I'm not very good at wrapping stuff either, so it was a bit of a no-brainer. The issue with the third-party faceplates that I bought though is that they don't come with the PlayStation logo cut out in the top left-hand corner, and I had bought some vinyl stickers which you place on the body of the console, which as you can see when I put the original plate back on line up perfectly with that PlayStation emblem, adding a little bit more colour to quite a bland design. But with the third-party faceplates you can't see it, so it might be worth having a go at painting the originals. Anyway, once you've decided what you want to do with your faceplates, you've maybe painted them or you've bought a new set which are a different colour, you might want to change the colour of the LED strip lighting that runs around the top corner of the console. This is where a company called 𝘓𝘓𝗏𝗡 comes in. These vinyl overlays, which are quite tricky to install first time around, look really good once they're on and give off the effect that you're some sort of master electrician, when in fact all you've done is stick something over a light, and there are plenty of different colours to choose from. Onto the controllers. Now, if you're not lazy like me, who just went out and bought a black one, there are a couple of ways that you can attack this too. There's the painting option, which is always going to be the cheapest way, or you can buy a black case, which is still a lot cheaper than buying a full controller, from eBay. However, if you just paint or swap out the shell without changing the white buttons from the standard PS5 controller, you'll be left with a pad that looks kinda strange. So what you'll want to do is take an old PlayStation 4 controller, strip that down and utilise the shape buttons, D-pad and a few other small parts to really black out the DualSense. The only button which won't fit the PS5 controller from the older PS4 one is the power on button because it's a different shape. Now I could go into detail and show you how to dismantle the DualSense and DualShock 4 controllers, however if I did that this video would be an hour long. And there are already hundreds of really good in-depth guides out there on YouTube that show you how to do this better than I possibly could, so I will link all of the necessary videos for each part of the process down in the description. Once you've integrated the new black shell with the internals of the DualSense and the PS4 buttons, that will leave you with your fully blacked out controller. Or, if you're like me and lazy and just went out and bought one, there are still a couple of things that you can do to said controller to liven it up a bit. Once again, 𝘓𝘓𝗏𝗡 have come in with these button decals. I only wanted the central PlayStation logo sticker, but you can get them for the D-pad and the shape buttons if you want. However, they are 3D, so they might feel a little bit weird when you first install them. You can also go down the route of installing RGB to your controller. A guy called Dammit Jeff on YouTube made a really good tutorial on how to do it if you're interested, but it's just not for me. And that's pretty much it. A handful of ideas on how to modify your PS5 and controller for cheap. If you're wanting to buy any of these products that I've used in this video, then I'll link where I bought them from down in the description, and I'll also list all of the in-depth tutorials that you need down there too. I hope this has given you a little bit of inspiration to go ahead and start modding your PS5, because I think they can look so much better than how they come out of the box. That's it for now though, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!